Hey everybody, am I recording now? Hold on a minute. I don't think I'm recording. Oh, I am recording. Oh no, hey everybody, what's going on from Texas? Hi. Where's my lens? I can't see what. Okay, there's my lens, maybe. Is that my lens? Yes, that's my lens. How are you doing? Look at my llama. Let's get this out of the way first. Okay, so let me just cheese. No, I didn't buy it. Get this out of the way so we don't have to do this through the whole. I need to pose for a thumbnail. Okay, me and my llama. There's an expo downstairs with all these vendors and they're giving out tchotchkes. They're giving out swag if you have a consultation with them. And I just walked by and one vendor this had a little t-shirt on it with this company's brand. I took it off because it was kind of lame. And I just strolled through the expo and I saw this table with all these piled up things, and the people there were busy talking to other people trying to get their business. And I just casually reached over and picked up one of these from the pile and walked off with it. Now look, I didn't steal it. I just didn't feel like standing around for the sales pitch. And nobody was available to give one to me, but the people were going kind of, okay, so here I am at this convention and there's always an expo outside all the different, so there are sessions, like learning sessions, and then outside all the different ballrooms that they're in, there are these people lined up with tables and swag and brochures and stuff, and people had t-shirts and socks and coffee cups and wine glasses and everything, and people were just like going through that expo trying to get as much swag as they could. And I was just like, nah, I don't want anything. No junk for me. No t-shirts, no socks, no glasses, no nothing. Please, no. But then I saw the llamas and I went, well, I kind of do want the llama. So here I am in Texas and I am leaving tomorrow. And I don't know, you guys, how is this convention going? Well, I was thinking yesterday that conventions feel a little bit like cults, like a cult. Like you got these motivational speakers up on stage with these headsets on and they're all like pumped up and screaming at you with these, these boisterous speakers, and they're like, everybody get your hands up, put your hands up in the air. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and it's a whole room full of the audience, and kind of like I'm just sitting there going, am I the only one who feels uncomfortable? Because everybody else is into it and I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know, uncomfortable. And then I'm tired of being talked to in an energetic manner by speakers. What are they on? I want whatever these speakers are on, but it's like they're taking my energy instead of giving it to me. They're just like, yeah, and you teamwork and all of this, and just, I don't know, but I've learned some things and I've attended some interesting learning sessions, and I've attended some duds. Literally, I got up and walked out on one today because I just couldn't take it anymore. It was called, are you a thermostat or a thermometer? Are you an egg or are you a potato? Are you a squirrel or are you a bear? And every single slide was like that. And I'm like, I get it. We don't like planning. Don't have a reactive personality. Don't crumble under pressure, that kind of thing. But the analogies, though, were, they were making me hungry and they were making me tired. So I did kind of get up and quietly slip out the back jack for that one. But Texas is okay. I haven't really gotten, I can't really get out of this convention center. There's no, I don't know if I'm looking at a lens. There's no Where's the lens? If I'm not looking at you, I'm sorry. I can't see the lens. I mean, I know where it is. It's right here, but it's hard from, I need to circle it or something, because I realize now I've been looking down at this spot down here when I should be looking right there. Okay, I don't like not being able to make eye contact when I talk. All right, so Dallas is fine. I haven't gotten out. Now, if I look out my window far off into the distance, I can see a Walmart. And today I was looking out my window thinking, if I put on my tennis shoes and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked, could I get to that Walmart and still be functioning? And then could I make it all the way back? Or you could get a taxi or whatever, but we don't have a lot of free time. It's just like session, 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 general session, breakout sessions, luncheon, dinner. Well, tonight we don't have a dinner planned, so I'm gonna have to hit the room service menu. I have room service anxiety. I hate ordering it and then sitting and waiting for the room service people to show up, and then just, I don't know. I have room service anxiety. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't like, and plus it's always, the food is always yuck. You guys, room service food, because you know there's got to be like 400 rooms in this thing, and it's got to be like school lunch kind of food. I don't know, but do I have positive things to say? I mean, it's fun. I've met some fun people. There are no eligible bachelor. Everybody's like, maybe you'll meet an eligible bachelor. And I'm thinking, there are no eligible bachelors around here. And plus, I'm very old compared to the rest of the people here. Old, and I'm just old. But it's very quiet in this hotel, and so I feel like everyone's listening to me. So Dallas, the last time I was in Dallas, I accidentally stole a Cadillac. So I'm going to tell this Cadillac story really quickly, and then I'm going to go, because I don't know how long it's going to take to upload this video because the internet sucks. But so I'm in the Dallas area now, and where's my lens? Where's my lens? Put that on my merch t-shirt. Okay, put my finger right there so I can look at you guys when I talk. Okay. So I'm in the Dallas area, and no, we don't really get to go out into the world and mingle with the public because there's just not a lot of free time. But the last time I was here was a million years ago, I want to say. The last time I was here and not just passing through, it had to have been about 20 years ago. I was still in public relations back then. I had to fly down here because I had a client who got into a big media mess. And then to make it worse, when the Dallas Morning News called her for a quote, she said no comment, which just fueled the fire even more. You should never do that. And so she was getting really bad publicity, and it was hitting all the national papers and all of this. And my boss is like, you got to fix this. So I called up the Dallas Morning News and set up an appointment with their editorial board so we could start from scratch and give them our side of the story, Sorry, we said no comment earlier. We'd really like to talk to you now. So I had to take this client down, and we had to meet with the Dallas Morning News and the Dallas Business Journal and blah, blah, blah. I got to the airport, and back then I had an admin assistant. Those are the good old days. I had where's my lens? I had an admin assistant, and she called me when I got to Dallas, and she was in tears, and she said, I forgot to book you a car. I was supposed to have a driver. And I said, don't worry about it. And she said, we're gonna rent you a car. And so I go to pick up this car they rented for me, and it was this huge Elvis Presley Cadillac. It was like a boat, and I was scared driving it because it was just like, whoa, it's like your grandfather's car and the steering wheel is really loose and the whole car is just, I don't know. And it was awful. And then the traffic is scary in Dallas. And so I had a really hard time driving that Cadillac. And I was staying at this hotel with all these conventions going on in it because I guess Dallas is apparently, well, no, it feels like the convention capital of the world. There are like 3 other conventions going on here where I am right now. But this is going to surprise you, but I overslept a little bit on the morning we were supposed, me and the client were supposed to meet with the Dallas Morning News. And so I was rushing to get ready, and I was making really good money back then, really like the best money in my young life I'll ever make. And so anyway, I ran downstairs to the lobby, and we had like 15 minutes to get the to get to the Dallas Morning News or whatever, or the Dallas Business Journal or wherever we were going first, because we had to meet with all these reporters. And so I run down to valet to get my car, and there is a huge line of convention people waiting for their cars. And is that my lens? Okay. And I ran up to the valet guy with $100 bill and said, I really, really need my car, please, desperately. And he's like, I'll go get it. He took my money, of course. And he's like, I'll go get it. And so this Cadillac rolls up, and I was supposed to go pick up the client, right? And so I jump in this Cadillac and I start driving, and like this place where this hotel was had all these one-way roundabouts right there. It was right there by the grassy knoll and all this stuff. And it was just a mess. So I'm driving, and I happen to look in my rearview mirror as I leave the hotel, and I see all the valet guys and like a man in a plaid shirt and shorts running, and then a couple of security guards just like running after my car. And I'm like, what in the world? And then all of a sudden I looked when I turned around to get, like, I was driving, I saw them in the rearview mirror, and I was like, what in the world? And then I turned around and noticed this bag of golf clubs in the back of the car. And I went, like this, except I didn't have all those chins back then. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not my Cadillac. And I couldn't just stop and turn around because everything was a one-way street roundabout. So I had to drive all the way around like this whole little thing to get all the way back. And when I got back to the hotel, the man was there. He was mad. All the bellboys, the valet staff, a policeman, like a real policeman, the security guards. And I got out, and I'm in this little suit, like Ally McBeal, if any of you guys ever remember that show. Those are the good old days when I could wear little suits. And I'm in this little suit, and I just act like an airhead because I am. And I said, I thought this was, I have a rental Cadillac. I thought this was mine. And the guy's like, this is my personal car. And he like took the keys from me, and I was dying. And so then I got in the right Cadillac. But by the time I got to that meeting, I was like late because of that. I accidentally stole a Cadillac problem. And all these editors and stuff were really stone-faced and unhappy with me when I showed up that late. And I sat down and I said, I'm so sorry, I accidentally stole a Cadillac to get here, and I had to bring it back and all of this. And they were like, what? And I told them the story, and they were laughing. So fortunately, they were in a better humor, and we were able to have our meeting. But I almost got fired, like, of course. You can't steal a car and just screw up business meeting. It was just like I Love Lucy tries to do PR or whatever. It was just, I know it was good. The outcome was ultimately good. We got some more favorable publicity because we told our side of the story and all this stuff. But yeah, so the last time I was here, I stole a Cadillac, and that's why I kind of don't like Dallas, because a horrible thing happened to me here. Okay, I hate it that I can't see the lens because the lighting. I guess I could turn this light on. Wait. Oh, nope, that makes it worse. And plus, all my wrinkles. No, I like the dim lighting better. Okay, so that's my Dallas Cadillac story. I am leaving tomorrow morning, yay. And this has been fun, but lonely. It's lonely in these hotel rooms, all alone at night, just lying here going, I'm alone. And someday my whole life is gonna be like this kind of thing, like existential crisis kind of thing, because I miss my mom. And then that just makes me think deeply about the reality of my future someday and every day. I don't know, I can't get into it, but I got this little llama to hang out with, and I have some books I'm trying to finish. The book I'm reading is called It Ends With Us I was looking for it. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And I noticed in comments that some of you guys have read the book and the sequel and like it. I didn't know it was a romance, and I'm like, I don't like romance novels. Like, if it's a novel and there's some romance in it, then fine, but like a romance novel is kind of not my thing, and it's real heavy on the romance. Like, how will so-and-so choose between the handsome young man she dated in high school and the handsome man she just met in her flower shop that she owns, that kind of thing, or whatever, or the handsome man that she met on the rooftop of a building. And I don't care. I don't care who Lily chooses as her one true love for the rest of her life. But I got the book because it was because there was some controversy over it, and they're making it into a movie. And so I wanted to see what all the, hoo-ha was about. Well, I don't know if that was an appropriate word, but so I got, no pun intended. So I got the book, but it's kind of whatever. But I want to finish it, and then I want to leave it here so I don't have to lug it on the plane. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get room service. I'm going to splurge and probably get a $9 bottle of water and a $26 glass of wine. And there's no bathtub in here, so that sucks. I can't take a hot bath, but the showers are really cool. I wanted to get in a bathtub and just chill. But sadly, they just don't put bathtubs in hotels anymore these days. I don't know what's going on. All right, everybody, that was 18 minutes of running my mouth in Texas, and I feel educated now and fired up. There's a couple more sessions I have to go to tomorrow morning, and then my limo's coming to pick me up and take me to the airport. So there's that. That was an expensive, stupid fiasco that I didn't need to do that. I don't need a limousine. I could have taken Uber like every normal person in the world, but no, I had to have black car service. But they're picking me up at 11 and getting me to my plane, which is nice. And then it's home. All right, everybody. I love and appreciate you guys. If you'd listen to this with no haul, except for my llama, unless it's an alpaca, are they different? I don't know. If I would have learned something about the company, maybe I would have, it's eco-friendly. No, it says llama. Oh, it talks all about the llama right here. Gosh, it's like a learning experience. It's pretty good swag for a company to give out, because what they also had a little t-shirt on it with their logo and stuff. Aw. All right, everybody. I will talk to you tomorrow night, probably. I got 2 Temu packages today in the mail. I hear, or so I hear, from my very unhappy about it mom. So I will haul those tomorrow when I get home from the airport, which should be, if I don't know, it just depends on what time it is. It might be not, I mean, it'll be, depending on traffic, I have no idea, anywhere between 6 and 8 p.m. So, all right, I'm gonna say good night. I hope I've been looking at you and not just looking off into space during this whole time. Good night. I love and appreciate you guys so much. And I hope you are having a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Now we say, how do I stop this thing?